Now we're live. And now we're here.
All
Hello.
Right. Welcome back, everyone.
Hi.
Another Tuesday night. Not every Tuesday, but every other Tuesday, which means it's time for Humblewood. Sometimes it's Thursday, but this week it's Tuesday.
This week is
Spectrum's
Tuesday.
playing along this time, so.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Naming names again.
Look, when a company has a monopoly over an entire state, infrastructure-wise, we're allowed.
It's not a monopoly. They just don't have any competitors.
With great monopoly comes great responsibility to a stable into
Ian, I get to play Ike?
Sure, why not?
Yes!
Let me pull up Hux's sheet. There we go.
All right, shuffle the character sheets and deal them out.
Yep.
No. No.
That could be
I'm
fun.
Ike. I'm a big sneaky bird.
That could be like a super weird effect of a wonder card.
Oh yeah, just pass your sheet to the left.
Oh,
It would have to be
no.
an in-person game, though.
Oh, before we get started, I had an interesting thought earlier today. Someday we have to have an encounter where we replace all the mechanics with just us playing Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Oh no.
In Dungeons and Daddies, sometimes if a character wants to do a particularly ridiculous spell, they make him play Jezball, and then how well he does on that determines how well it works.
Fair.
That's great.
Yeah.
Season 2, Episode 2 just came out. Very, very funny. When last we left our heroes, they had rescued the researcher from the swamp, got out of the cavern, went back through the swamp, made it back to Winnowing Reach, turned a boy into a man, and had a great night of drinking. And
Got rejected.
yeah, Sirius got let
Didn't know
down
I was
as
trying,
possible.
but got rejected.
Didn't even know he wanted it till he couldn't have it. Isn't that the way of things? Hi, sweetheart. The magistrate showed up and asked them to kill a terrible evil witch. But before they left, they found out that the witch probably isn't all that bad. Maybe not even a witch. Maybe the magistrate's just a dick. Through the swamp and found the witch. And she said, "Oh, I want to do a spell. Going to help me find out what's going on with the wood." And you were like, "Well, that really lines up with art. Yeah, let's do it." So you found a bunch of tiny frogs, which was harder than it would be, but you did it, and brought back the regents to the witch, and she used her Mrs. Doubtfire voice and did a magic spell. And then probably not how it was supposed to end, but at the end of the magic spell, a Muppet-looking, bright pink, cackling little demon crawled out of the magic circle that had been drawn on the floor, and that's where we had left off.
Right. Wasn't this thing that looked like Elmo?
Well,
With so many teeth.
Too many teeth.
Too many teeth.
Elmo's smile got real big and his eyes got real beady, and he did a lot of crack.
Just a terrifying Muppet. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much. So with that having been said, I think everyone maybe ought to roll initiative.
Are we sure we can't talk this out? Like,
Well, the only thing it said so far is
yeah, all right. That sounds about right.
That's all right. That's fair.
in fact, even as it looks around with big bulging eyes, Susan starts saying like, "Wonderful, what's your name? Where are you from? I have so many questions." And it just starts like chewing on her chair.
Oh.
I have an 18 for my initiative.
All right. Serious 18.
I've got a 16.
Hux, well done.
I did it.
Aaron?
October is 8.
It's fine. And Ike.
9.
Yeah, that's good. That's right into the spot that I psychically left for you. This guy has his dex is +2, so he'll be going there. And just for kicks, let's roll for Susan. Got a 20. Jesus.
Maybe she'll
All
diffuse
right.
the whole situation.
Yeah,
She's
we'll be
only
fine.
He's only got a +1.
I'm rooting for her. Like,
All right.
got
So, do we have the map visible?
we do now.
Okay. So Susan is going to be this orange hippo. She just finished casting. She's right here near the desk of all of her goods and stuffs. This guy just crawled out of the floor, so he's going to be right around here. I wrote bed because I'm not an artist.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Rita
Yeah, we
just
get
sort
it.
of watching from behind her. I'm assuming just kind of watching from behind her.
Yeah.
Like, here I have
Yeah.
Sirius. Wow, I like spell work. And Ike, you're brooding. You can be more in the corner.
I was cool not being next to the spell. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely would have been pretty close because I like science and stuff.
I am
Cool.
fearless, so I would probably also be close.
You want to be right there? Okay, Huxley.
So brave.
And
me
just
go.
before we started, I lost Cobre's fat green bird, so he's now a purple penguin. Where do you want to be, Cobe?
Wherever I fit. Looks like it's getting a little crowded, so probably in behind.
It's a small cabin. It's only about 25 by 25. I even enlarge into the squares, but how about you were right here between the desk and the bed?
Sure.
You feel a force rub your belly.
Oh.
My God. It's the best minis.
So up first is Susan. She's going to continue to ask questions because she hasn't quite caught on that maybe this thing isn't going to listen. So she just rapid fire, like, what elemental plane are you from? Because I got to be honest, I wasn't aware that there was a pink furry cackling plane, but I'm more than interested in hearing about and blah, 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 blah. Her turn essentially goes by doing that. Sirius, you are next at 18. It's still, I said it was chewing on a chair, but there's no chair here. Chewing on the edge of the desk.
Okay. And so I would like to ready an action, and I want to get right up next to it, right in melee range. And I want to ready the action of if it goes to attack somebody, that's when I want to strike at it.
Got it.
Because I don't know that it's vicious yet. It just looks like a Stitch type of situation where it's just eating things.
So you're readying an attack. Is it with your sickle scythe?
Yes. Yep. And then I'd be able to follow up with the punch strike.
Got it.
Situation.
Huxley, you would be after that.
All right, so what I would like to do is try to take my rope and find some way to fashion like a catch pole.
Okay.
See if I can snag this little dude like a feral cat.
Do you have a pole?
I have a rope. I'm wondering if I'm kind of looking around the room. Like, is there a chair from which I may borrow the leg?
You know what? Even better. Right next to her bed, she suddenly has a broom.
Whoa! This is the magic of D&D. I would like to run over and get the broom and try to start the process of making a catch pole.
Okay, we'll say that'll be an action, sure. And very little movement, but there's very little movement to be done here.
Sure.
Cool. And after that is the demon, and he's
He just wants a snack.
he kind of looks at all of you, and Susan won't shut up. So he starts to lunge at her face, which
Oh no!
oh my, triggers Sirius. You can move in action because it does look like he's from
Flashing
all
out.
he's done so far is chew on things. It looks like he's going to chew on her face.
Okay, so he's moving into attack. Did we ever rest? Have we rested?
You
Yeah, we
had
should
an
be.
overnight in the Winnowing Reefs before you got
We
here.
did. Okay. I was like, I'm at
We haven't
2
done
hit
anything
points. That don't
strenuous
seem
since
right.
Yeah, we just
Just
like
no,
fishing.
we ate breakfast
you
and walked
hunted
through the
frogs,
woods.
and that was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
Frogs are
So
vicious, man.
what I would like to do is I'd like to hit a strike, like hitting him downwards. That way he doesn't get to Susan. I don't
Okay,
know if I'm
so
going to be
he-
able to do that.
And he's a small little guy, so he
Hmm.
does literally launch himself into the air, and like a spike on a volleyball, you come in to just boom. Now roll to hit that.
Okay.
Is
So
this open palm, or are you using your bladed weapon?
this is the bladed weapon to then be followed up with the palm.
Okay,
That is an 18 to hit.
that hits. Go ahead.
Okay. So 1d6 So that'll be 5 damage.
Nice.
And then I will follow up with the melee strike, just the open hand. That is a modified 20. And then I'll go get myself a caltrop.
Oh, right.
And I will do 2 damage with that one.
Neat.
Hopefully diverting his path so that way he doesn't get into Susan's face.
Well, you definitely splat him straight to the ground. He's like, "Wow, what the fuck?" Oh, look, there's something written. Oh, he's from China. And he kind of rolls on the ground for a moment before springing back up to his feet, and he looks pretty pissed. The chattering gets louder and like, and spittle starts flying out from his mouth. It's just normal spittle. It's not like acid spittle or demon spittle. It is technically demon spittle, but yeah. Anyway, is that going to be it for you, my friend?
That is it. I don't want to move. I want to stay right where I am. Yeah.
Okay. Then Ike, you're up, my dude.
Right.
That's Ike in the corner.
All right. Can I like see it? Between like Sirius and Susan, can I like whip a knife in there, or because I know this thing is also wee.
Being both hedges, it's easy enough to see through them or over them or around them. Whether or not you could get a knife safely between them will depend on the dice.
Actually, well, here's the thought. All right, so what I'd like to sort of scrooch up a little bit and just lean over them.
Okay, so you're so tall.
Because I'm so much taller, and just like whip a knife downward at it.
You have like 2 feet on them. That's totally possible.
Yeah, just like reach over, just okay. All right, let's see if that works. That is 12 plus 5, 17 to hit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And knife for 5.
Surprise you that a Muppet does not have a large AC. You did 5, you said?
5 damage.
Okay. Your knife, you whip it, and it actually just like shinks kind of into the diagonal side of its head and stays there, and it's just like shunk. And you're like, "What do you have there?" And he's like, "A knife."
No.
All right, I got a plan. And I'm gonna whip another knife at it.
Wrong game. We don't do plans here.
It seemed like a good plan to me.
Okay,
No,
so
he
that
can
one,
have plans here. He can't know what to do.
that one is only a 10 to hit.
Okay, you whip the knife at it, and even though it only just got this knife, it's like shing shing. And then, your other knife goes flying and sticks into the wall over here somewhere.
Okay.
Kobri. Oh no, I'm sorry. Do you have a 4th, 5th, and 6th attack?
No, I didn't. No, that was my attack and my bonus.
And they buffed rogues in this edition, didn't they?
They did.
A little bit.
But no, I'm just be like, all right, and I'll just say it's like, okay, well, I was planning to see if it would catch everything we throw at it. No. and yeah, now I'm done.
All right, then Kobri, you're up.
All right, I will take the help action and say, Hux, we got to get this guy settled down. And so I am going to help Hux try and... I see Hux doing something, and I'm like, all right, that looks like... All right, we're going to do it.
That looks productive.
Okay, that brings us back around to Susan. She like, oh my god, what? This is just... And she's going to cast Animal Friendship. She rolled really, really well. Unfortunately, this isn't an animal. So a couple toads come inside with hearts in their eyes, and they're like,
we heard the call.
He's like, I'll use your spleens later. Sirius, back to you, my friend.
Okay. At this point... Yeah, I think we'll continue on, and I'll take another melee strike with my bladed weapon.
Okay.
That's an 11 to hit.
I've been trying to figure out what this line on my glasses is. It's a fucking shadow. Oh, God, I'm so smart. It's a what to hit? I'm sorry.
11
And you were attacking how?
with my bladed weapon.
With your bladed weapon. This guy is like suddenly immediately proficient with this knife. As you swing in with your scythe, he pushes up and the cross guard of the hilt just perfectly catches and diverts, and he's like, ha I'm good. You said Stitch and that
So
happened.
Here we are.
makes sense. So I'm trying to figure out if I can use my extra melee, my punch attack, if I miss. Does anybody happen to know?
I think it's been a minute since I
Sorry.
played my monk, but I think if you use the attack action, you can spend a key point and do, or no, sorry, and
Yeah.
I think if you use the attack action, you can bonus action punch.
Okay.
Regardless
So-
of whether it hits or not. You just can't use bonus hit if you did something else with your action.
Right. Okay, so I will try my slap, and that'll be a 23 to hit.
Wow, you bitch slapped this thing.
I'm mad that he dodged. 3
Is
damage.
this the back of the hand? Like,
So
Three
I
damage.
came in. I'm still trying to keep him down because he's low. I don't want him getting up, and so I came down with the scythe, and then when I missed, I bopped him in the head. Open hand, just
Okay. Serious. Huxley, you're up. You took the round to create an item. Why don't you roll? What would be fun for this?
Animal handling or dex?
Well, I'm thinking,
Fun.
first of all, I
Yeah,
will
what's
make you
the
roll
craftsmanship here? Yeah.
for the improvised weapon. Like, I think you've made cobbled together a lot of buffer weapons in your time as a young elk, so you've probably gotten pretty good at that.
The buff is huge.
But yeah, animal handling, I think, would
Okay, and I've got help from Covery, so I can roll at advantage, right?
Yeah, that's right.
yes.
Yes. Let's go.
Maybe he's kind of blocking it in.
It's a 15.
You know what? With that, you do manage to loop it. You get it around like half its neck, and it's got one arm up. So now you've got it like
Okay.
Make a strength roll to see if you can keep it there.
Dear boy.
13.
He looks pretty
Beat-
scrawny.
Yeah, no, you got it.
Yeah.
So it immediately tries to like gnaw its way free, but you cinch a little harder and pull it taut, and he's like,
All right.
On its turn, it's effectively grappled, so it's going to use its foul odor ability. Can everyone please make a? It doesn't say what kind. It must be a Constitution save. Yeah. And this is a 20-foot radius, which is pretty much the entire cabin.
The hut, yeah.
Oh, that's cocked. There we go.
That's good.
That's
That's
okay.
tough.
That's okay. That's a modified 20 from me.
And mod
I got
23.
I got an 8.
15.
Oh, uh-oh, Hux.
Hux has got them big elk
Oh,
nostrils.
yes, the snoot. It just there's so much more nostril and so much more lung.
Susan's fine. She smells the shit all the time. And Sirius, I didn't hear yours.
15.
Oh,
15?
sorry, I'm not serious. Heard her.
You're not serious. You're a goof.
It's true.
Okay, only Huxley. Oh no, of all the people. You drop your catch pole as you're suddenly racked with a horrific just and you double over and begin to vomit.
All right.
On the other side of the room. Excellent. Far away from me.
The awful
is-
stink
Oh man,
doesn't
Huxley.
go anywhere.
Huxley has barfed more than once in this. This is his thing now.
Ooh,
Yep. Yeah.
Right, but the last time it was just glitter.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real barf. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not
Wow.
trying to catch this batch. Last time, yeah. This time, nah.
It's like gold dust. There's probably I like to think there's some residual gold dust in there.
Not-
Just cleaning
Maybe
the
a couple
pipes.
Just-
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, it never goes away.
Yeah, just for
It's the same
for
glitter.
for half a
You're
second,
gonna be
I'm like,
squeezing and shitting it forever.
oh no.
Yeah, you're all like, yeah. Oh no. Oh
Nope.
yeah. All right.
Okay, this
No,
isn't
no,
an
no.
every
Creature
time
with
thing. Then.
foul
Okay.
odor, but can't do any attacks, so that's going to be it. That brings us to Ike. It's your turn again.
Okay. All right. Let's see. How close am I to? I am far from the strongest member of the party, but I think I'm gonna try and my original plan wasn't gonna work, so I'm gonna try and scooch around and pick up the catch pole,
That's cool. Wow, you went flying. Here you go. Hello.
and yeah, just try and
Since he's grappled.
just try and pick it up and try and keep this guy in place until Hux is better. Yeah. That's what I do.
You're a real friend.
Did you roll? Did I miss it?
What am I rolling?
Oh wow, I'm looking at the wrong tab, and your mouth didn't move, and I was really concerned. It's gonna be strength.
Strength. Let's see. It's not gonna be great. Nope, that's a modified 1.
Oh,
Wow, it was a really low DC, and you still managed to fail.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. You pick up the pole, part of the catch pole, but this thing is now like thrashing and rolling and really just bronco bucking it, bucking bronco, whatever. And it just rips the pole straight out of your hands. And in fact, the pole's kind of now like flashing around. You kind of have to back up to not get slacked by the end of the broom.
we've
You are
given
not
him a
able.
weapon.
Yeah. Well, he already had a knife. So,
Yeah.
Also provided by Ike.
Look.
What a friend.
better you know.
So generous.
Did you want to do anything super crazy with your bonus? Your rest of your movement?
I don't-
climb
yeah, I
the wall
don't-
or do something fun?
I don't think
Like
there's
jump in the
anything.
fireplace.
I haven't learned how to really make my bonus action cool yet. Whenever we hit level 2, shit gets real. But no, I'm good.
Hmm.
That's what I got. I'm just
Okay.
gonna try and not get smacked in the face.
Then it's helpful Cobra.
All right. I will try and take up the pole as well.
The
Is that gonna
tiny
be-
owl.
I'm actually
They're about the same size.
not the worst in strength. Is that just going to be another strength roll? Athletics, whatever it is. Okay. 10 plus. I think that's just going to be a 10. Yeah.
Okay. Kind of the same. It's a little bit Three Stooges where you see him try and utterly fail, and then you're like, I got this. It's a stupid crow. And you grab it, and you do manage to grab it and hold on to it, but you just don't have the body mass to keep that end steady. So now it's flailing around, and the broom is flailing around, and you're holding on to the end of the broom, flailing around.
Excellent.
Yes. It's Susan's turn.
Aubrey's
She's
going
like,
to come out of the dishwasher all sick after that. Spin cycle.
she runs over, grabs a thing of sage and lights it and starts clearing the room of the disgusting foul odor, because otherwise you would have continued to have to roll constitution saves, but she's taking care of that for her turn, which means it's serious again.
Do we have any kind of gauge on, does this thing look wounded really at all?
Yes. It looks
Okay.
super pissed, and it has a giant wound in its head from a knife.
Okay. So I'm gonna go in and just melee it again.
Okay.
So start with the weapon. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
4 damage. and then come in with my.
Definitely sneak right in, completely avoiding the pole with friend attached.
And then I'll do my melee slap, and that'll be a 19 to hit.
And that also hits. So give me the combined damage for the two.
8 total between the two.
I will. Okay. Your scythe takes out a huge sections of its side, and oddly enough, it doesn't even look like blood. It's just like weird shit falls out. Like knickknacks that you would collect, like in the street, like old thimbles and bent coins and stuff, just fall out of him. And he's like, ah! And tries with his one free arm, tries to stuff it back in.
Like a pinata.
Full of junk. But it's leaking all of its trinkets and having just a heck of a time. But Huxley, it's your turn again, friend. You stop vomiting. You are over it, and there's nothing left in your stomach. All the pie you just ate just came straight back out.
Oh no! Oh well, it was tasty the second time too. So
hasn't been that long.
Hey. I can make the best of this. I am an optimist. Well, okay. I feel bad for this thing. Like I don't want to. I would not like to slay it. I have. Let's see. So, I'm sorry. Is Ike currently handling the catch pole?
No, I'm just kind of like keeping it away from my face.
Cobra is handling it.
Yeah, Cobra's
in
got
so
it.
much as like he's on it.
Yeah.
Right. Cobra has the end of it, but also the end of it has Cobra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I would like to use the help action and either take it from Cobra or help Cobra handle it.
Okay. You grab. You like. Wow. I was about to be like, here's a recent reference, and then I realized it's not. But it's just like Ghost when he's helping her make the pottery from behind. With your strong hands, and you're like, hold it like this. From behind.
I thought I would just like pick up the pole and also pick up Cobra, like hanging from the pole.
Sure. Destroy my romantic.
So now you get you've got the pole in front of you. Cobra's still here. You're just holding it.
There we go.
Holding it in the middle, so you've got a demon and the Cobra.
Yeah.
I say you should roll for it. Just roll a d20. Low, you get Cobra. High, you get the stick.
All right. I'm gonna roll a real d20 for this. Let's see. It's an 8. It's low.
That's Cobra.
Yep.
You grab Cobra.
Got a bird. I put him on top of my head with.
Okay. You do still have technically control of the stick, and now there's a demon at the far end of it.
Yep. All right. I can deal with this. Okay.
It's a little bit of a roundabout method, but we're getting there.
This was a turn well spent.
So we come to the demon's turn, and he's going to make a dex save. He got a nat 20. Wow. I love these candy dice. So somehow some spark in his brain is like, an idea. And he uses the knife, and he cuts off a chunk of his own fur, but also the rope.
Oh, okay.
So now he's like free, but he's also grievously wounded. And he's intelligent enough to know that with a 5. I suppose animals know when they're dying. So he starts to climb this wall, just like, no. Hello. Let's say the ceilings, it's 25 by 25. We'll just say those are 25 high. It's a perfect cube. I live in a cube. He climbs the ceiling and starts trying to gnaw through the wood to get outside. That's his turn.
Oh.
Ike.
Okay. Let's see. So he's trying to like gnaw his way out of there through the corner.
1990.
Yeah, I know.
I saw it.
Yeah.
See,
well, I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen that movie, but it's one of the most. Yeah, no, I've never actually watched Ghost, but it's one of the most parodied scenes ever.
Mm.
Like it's still relevant even today. You know, like people who don't even know that's a Patrick Swayze movie are like, oh yeah, that scene with the clay and the sexiness.
It's worth it just to see the creepy shadow creatures that take away the murderer at the end. It's
Oh,
like
spoilers.
when you're 9, you're horrified. I didn't say who the murderer was.
Now I know there's a murderer.
Really, the
Anyway,
movie opens with him being murdered. Murdered your dirter.
so
I
this,
threw up.
so this thing's up in it's up in the corner, trying to like scratch its
On
way
the
out.
rafters.
Okay.
Yes. Well, rafters. I don't even know
well,
if she's got rafters.
Yeah.
But it's up in the tall corner where the ceiling meets the wall, and it's
Okay.
climb.
I guess.
Odds and ends continue to fall out of its hole.
Yeah, like
That sounds good.
this is just the worst pinata ever. And so let's see. It doesn't have the catch pole attached anymore.
It drops your knife. You want to retrieve that.
Yeah, I'll pick that up and just, scoot over, pick that up, and I'm gonna throw it again. I'm just gonna, just like pick up the knife, just like maybe if its hands are full, it'll fall. I don't know. And just throw that
Sure.
back up there, and
Right into its butt.
right, I'm hoping, but that's a 8, so I don't think that's gonna go.
You miss its butt
I missed
somehow,
but
or its butt is a portal to another world, and your knife just goes never to be seen again.
just with a low whooshing sound. All right, yeah, just bonus action to try that again. I'm like, well, all right, well, if this is a magic portal, now we're doing this for science.
How many knives do you own?
I own many knives.
He's a rogue.
Let's check it.
Okay, that one is a 15 to hit.
Okay, this time you do manage to hit it in the butt.
Okay, I get some meat with that one. All right.
Not the nether butt, but the true butt.
That's 3 damage.
Okay. It shunk, and you hear it going. It does lose its grip and fall down from the ceiling. Ka-dunk. Oh shit! It bounced. 20 feet. I said 25 feet. So as it lands, it takes another 2, and just with a burst of something that kind of smells like boiling mushrooms and a few more knickknacks that go flying, like little clockwork sprogs and a couple springs, and my cat, a D20 flies out of it as well, but it completely vanishes, and Susan goes, oh my goodness, it returned to its home plane when you knocked it down to 0, so that's good, it didn't die. You can all feel good about that.
So
But
good.
that's
Are you
super
sure
strange.
about that?
Oh, good.
Pretty well, I mean, as sure as I am about anything. I wasn't
Okay.
even trying to summon whatever that was, but something must have been wrong with one of the ingredients. But all's well that ends well. Whoops.
Well,
Well,
suppose we tried.
Ooh, look at all these knickknacks. And she starts to collect the stuff that fell out of it.
I'm gonna fish through and look for a new fish hook because I lost mine at the slimes.
there might be one in there.
You do find a rusty fish hook. That is something that would be, whatever the
Trash
thing
pinata.
is that I made up.
Is that
Poor thing.
is that knife that disappeared in there?
No,
Damn it.
but the one that stuck in the wall when you missed is still right near the door.
Okay. Yeah, so go around just down one knife. I'll just like pick up the rest of them.
Did you see
Gonna-
this little chaos muffin trying to step on the power button of my airbook? You little bastard.
I'm gonna try to disassemble my catch pole and put the broom back together.
Oh, Susan thanks you. She uses the broom to clean up what happened.
Big feelings?
So a little bit of cleaning work, and she cleans up the magic circle and empties out the cauldron. Like she opens up the door to the porch and like dumps it out into the grass outside. Like, whew, I have no idea what went wrong there. Honest to God, sometimes it works. It just did not this time. Super weird. Goodness.
Remind me, what were you trying to do that did not work?
Well, I was going to summon an elemental to ask it what was happening and why there were so many fires and what's going on with the wind.
Right. And so that was not an elemental then.
Not of any kind I've ever seen, unless it's some sort of garbage elemental or tooth elemental or Muppet elemental. Odds are that was accidentally a lesser demon, which means I was very close to getting the elemental plane. I just went slightly to the right. It happens. Woo! That was an adventure. Ooh, thank you so much. Now, goodness.
You need more frog spleens? Like, should we try again?
Oh, it's going to take me a while to get all of the other ingredients. Unfortunately, I've been gathering those up for quite some time. I can get working on it. I couldn't possibly ask all of you to stay here, but oh goodness, I just wasted all your time and made you fight some sort of thing. Tell you what. And she goes into a box and starts rooting around, and you hear glass clinking around, and she pulls out 2 potions, like a cherry red. And I brew these myself. I'm an excellent alchemist, as it would turn out. Much better than I'm a witch. And she hands them to whoever's closest, which looks like it's Ike. And just, here you go.
I start running over grabby hands to be like,
oh, good Lord.
Hey.
I'm real.
In a second.
Can I see him? Can I see him? Can I see him? Can I see him?
What friggin' minute?
Potions of healing.
Like, yeah, what is it?
It's a potion of healing.
Oh, okay. Like, all right. Oh, okay. Like, all right.
Judy for +2.
Like, okay. All right.
What's
right,
the blue one?
serious?
What's the blue
There
one?
you go.
So, well, the blue one is
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
a potion of, are you asking about the other stuff she has in her box?
I thought there were 2 potions. I'm sorry.
2, but they're both red.
Oh, okay. I thought one was red, one was blue. Okay, never mind.
He does have other potions of various colors. There's a blue. There's a weird smoking green one.
When I hear that they're just 2 healing potions, I'm just like, oh, and I'm like deflated and I like turn and walk away.
Oh,
Wait, I thought you were supposed to be a healer though.
I have an oil of slipperiness. Do you want to be slippery?
Yes. Yeah.
I think the opportunity to use that has passed.
Oh dear.
Yeah, debatable.
If you ever find yourself with certain ingredients while you're out there adventuring and you bring them to me, I can make potions for, let's say, only the ingredients and a donation to Susan's fund of 1 GP per potion.
Can you teach me how to make the potions themselves? How much would that?
Are you magic?
No.
No.
He
But
might
again,
not be
if you-
magic, but our friendship is.
I like you. If you bring me the ingredients, I can brew one for you. The potions of healing is just a swamp lizard tail and a bulrush root. And there's all sorts of violet fungus cap and fur, scale, feather, whiskers, a downy feather, forest ash, shifting slime residue, a small mirror, a forest slug, the mountain breeze, and a touch of morning dew. All of these things I can create potions with.
Okay, I think. Yeah, I got it. And what I've grasped from that is collect everything, bring everything to her.
This is the alchemist way.
Yeah.
Just have all the stuff.
Now, you've got to go back to the winnowing reach, and I'm assuming that the magistrates offered you something in return for killing me, which obviously you're not going to do, right?
No,
you get that a lot, by the way.
I need you to teach me these potions. I need to learn.
I mean, I can teach you the recipe, but the actual brewing requires a certain bit of je ne sais quoi.
You need a duck?
That's French for being a witch.
Oh, I thought you said something about a quack. Okay.
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quack.
Yeah, I don't remember
I
what
think-
he offered us, but it was not it was not a thing we considered for very long.
It was.
He was-
It was some money and a letter of recommend.
Yeah, a letter of recommendation.
Yeah,
Which we already have one.
we
What?
do. I mean,
Well, tell you what, this does happen often. It's a bit of a long and sad story. He and I used to be very good friends. We hung out all the time. This is before we met his wife. But at one point, I cast a spell and something went horrifically wrong. And some sort of curse came on. And it's a bit like, well, ever since then, he's felt the obsession to send people to kill me, but it's not really his fault. It's the curse. So people show up, and I mean, everyone in the town knows. And whenever he sends someone out, they try to catch them along the way and be like, she's fine. She's fine. And they come out and we have pie. Maybe I'll make some tea. Maybe they'll help me. There was a nice young man who helped me build that bed. That was a great day. But then all I have to do is go back and be like, yeah, I killed her. She's super dead. And he'll be like, wonderful. And then in about a week, it'll happen again. And he'll be like, she must die. Honestly, it's sort of fun. It's like, who's he going to send this time? Otherwise, it would get very lonely and boring out here. So I always have to like, who's my new murderer? And then I always make sure there's a pie on when I feel like it's about time.
So he's just sending you friends at this point, then.
At this point, yes.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
have.
what
I
a
don't,
The
guy.
message is a little garbled.
I don't have a problem
But-
with this arrangement.
Yeah, I'm happy here.
Honestly, me neither. And it's sort of my fault.
So I mean, it just like, so you did curse him on accident. Yeah. Then what? Like,
Can we fix that?
yeah,
Can we-
like what was the nature of the curse? Because I don't at this point I don't quite believe everything he's told me.
Have you heard of the Deck of Many Things?
Would I have? I mean,
Only in fables, and never use this stories told around the campfire.
all right. So yeah, I've heard it in passing. Yeah.
Yeah, there are many cards, and each card has a different wondrous effect. Some of them are super amazing, and some of them are super bad. And there's one called Rogue. And what that does is someone somewhere hates you and wants you dead. And now I didn't have the deck, mind you, but it's essentially the same thing.
Oh, okay. So well, I guess now I'm confused. Like, so does he? If he hates you, that just sounds like you cursed yourself. Or does he secretly think that you hate him?
He's got to go through all the motions, of the hate, whereas, she just gets to live her life.
She's blessed
I'll
with
be
new
honest.
friends.
Yeah.
Maybe he actually thinks I'm a super horrible witch who's trying to destroy his precious town. I'm obviously not. Maybe he just is driven by some senseless need to see me dead. I don't know. I didn't sit down with him to ask. And I don't know. I've asked a couple different clerics, and they're kind of like, "Whoo, that's a doozy. Better pray about it." But so far, nothing's come about.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah.
I don't really mind. It keeps life spicy.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, if you're happy, I'm happy. Like,
I'm happy enough, dear.
Yeah.
Me and my scuttle buddy, and the beetle comes out of hiding. He's like,
yeah. No, I mean, I'm happy to go lie to a civic official. Like, I got no issues with that.
What's he going to do?
What's he gonna do? Ask us to leave when we're leaving?
I mean, we
here.
don't even have to lie. We just have to obscure the truth.
Yeah,
In fact, she
lie,
gives you-
obscure. I don't care.
gives you her ocarina and says, he knows this is mine. Be like, I took this off her corpse. And he'll be like, and then I'll just go get it later.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Reasonable.
Do you guys want do you want something to eat before you go back through the swamps?
I am
I definitely
really
want some of
hungry.
that pie.
Yeah, I could eat. Yeah.
Yes, there's more pie. So she serves up more pie, and she makes a big pot of normal tea that's not going to give you horrific visions like the first pot she had brewing. That was for her.
Mix the two up.
She's, oh, my fellow heads, I see you have a tiny kangaroo mouse living in your pouch. Would he like to eat too?
Yes, he would really like a snack.
It's like she cuts just the tiniest little, and it's like those hamster videos where they recreate a meal, but it's tiny hamster size.
Little baby wedge, yep.
I love it.
And he's like, she's, oh, what's his name?
His name is Franklin.
Oh, I love him.
He's a good man.
You know, that demon was kind of cute. I tried animal friendship, but obviously it's not an animal. I wonder if I learned, like, befriend creature? Abomination friendship? There must be something I can cast. It will be my friend.
Befriend demon? I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe it is.
It seemed to have a lot of little trinkets with it, so.
I know, it's fascinating. Like, is that all that's inside of it? Is it just like a stuffed animal full of trash? I don't know.
Seems like a magpie. Maybe it just collects shiny things.
Nice to have a new project. Anywho, thanks so much. Come back with potion ingredients and I'll teach you everything I know about brewing, but frankly, 9 times out of 10 it works, and then the 10th time is a party.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Travel safe.
Oh, of course.
You depart, Susan the hedge witch.
As we're walking, I'll be like, she was nice.
She was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you leave, in the distance, you hear like, and there's like a purple cloud of smoke that comes out of her chimney, and you hear, whoops!
I'm sure
She'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see any fire. It's fine.
She's got this handled.
So the journey back to the Winnowing Reach is just back through the same old safe swamp. It's maybe an hour or two. You're full tummies, high spirits. Nothing attacks you at all. Honestly, if it weren't a swamp, it would be a pleasant walk. The best you can say about it is it's not awful.
As we're walking through, I'm just going to be grabbing like random weeds and flowers that look out of place now, because I'm convinced that everything is a component in a healing potion.
And where are you keeping all of this?
In my little satchel, my fanny pack.
Okay. Can you make a survival check or a nature check? Whichever one's better for you.
I would like to do the survival check because that is not a -1.
It's all
22.
It's all poison
God.
ivy.
No, it's not. You actually recognize which things would cause your skin to blister and bubble, and you avoid that. You do manage to grab what you think are going to be some valuable things, even if you don't make it back to Susan anytime soon. Penny might want to buy them off of you. And you also find a sprig of oddly delicious swamp berries. They taste like Baja Blast.
All right.
Good.
My
So
cat.
various swamp stuff. And what kind of berries?
Swamp berries.
Swamp berries. Okay.
What it
Cool.
says on the tin. And like you're pretty sure, like you pick one up and you're like, this smells familiar. I swear to God, I've had a smoothie with this. And you tentatively try one and Baja Blast.
Excellent.
I'd know that flavor anywhere.
You gonna get down anytime soon, or
No.
is this your stream now?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, hon. Great. Oh, my lap? Okay. So the Winnowing Reach, you, by this point, let's see, you left in the morning, you spent a few hours walking, you got there, you spent a few hours frog hunting. She cast the spell, and then you spent a few hours walking back. So the sun is setting by this point. In fact, it's very scenic. It's, oh, wow. Just as you're coming into town, you're like, oh man, that is scenic as shit. Yeah. So there are a few, they're not guards, they're not perch guards. They're the best the town has. It was just pretty much like Joe the farmer, who's standing at the gate and he's like, oh, hey, I remember you guys left this morning. Cool. Do you have a fun day in the swamps?
Super
Oh yeah,
fun.
we handled the situation. Wink, thumbs up.
Yeah. How is she?
Finger
Absolutely
guns.
handled.
She doing good?
All right, she's doing great.
Cool. Yeah, cool. I'll go tell the magistrate that you are back and ooh, such murder. You guys want to wait here, or you got to go head over and book yourself a room at the inn, and I'll have him meet you there?
I'd say meet us at the inn. Yeah, he can come to us. We do. He did a lot of work today.
Sure, man. Power to the people. Okay, I'll go get him. What is he? He's a servant, but he doesn't have any horns. He's just a normal servant, and he's kind of like a deep red color with spots. And he's like, "I'll go get him." Plop, 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 plop. I do love you, honey. Yes, you're not distracting at all. Just claws in my leg. Well, she's making biscuits painfully. So you head back to the inn. The hedge innkeeper, she had a name at one point. It's gone now. Now her name is Barbara. She changed it while you were gone. Forgot her son's name too. Doesn't matter. Just
fine.
welcome back. Hey, just in time. Dinner is finished. Do you guys y'all want some of that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Do you want the "We're just hungry, give us something edible," or do you want the "I feel like a king today, feed me"?
How much is the second one?
The second one is 5 silver a plate.
Done. Yeah, I want that part.
Gimme. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 4 kings coming up. And drinks, ale, milk, tea,
Wait,
water.
I don't have the Covenant Dark Horus yet. Sorry.
What?
Dark Souls reference, don't mind me.
I'll take a lovely glass of milk. That sounds fantastic.
Okay.
I'm in for some ale.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm looking it up. I also have exotic wines. They're not really exotic, but they are wines. Okay. Ale, milk. Do you want 2 milks and 2 ales, or 3 ales and a milk, or
Well,
do you want me to mix the ale and the milk?
now I'm
Oh.
curious. Now I gotta know what this exotic label wine is.
Oh, yes, I'll bring you an Okie dokie. 2 ales, a milk, and an exotic wine for 4 kings. Be right back. She goes out back. The tavern's pretty full. It's dinner time, so all the farmers are done farming, and other people are finishing whatever the hell they do for a living, and they're starting to come in to eat because maybe their wives don't cook, or maybe their wives are already in here. I don't know. It's their anniversary. It is someone's anniversary, actually. You see, there's one table that's got a big flower in the middle, and just two gerbeans looking at each other from across the table.
That's nice.
I love you to death. Please. Goodbye. She'll be back. You do not see Kenna, but you do see Penny is in there. She's apparently closed up shop for the day, and she is having a big glass of milk, and she's drinking it like.
Is there room at her table for all of us to go?
Yes, she doesn't have anyone else at her table, and all the tables are the big round kind of tables.
All right, so I'm gonna grab my lunch tray like it's high school and be like, "You want to go sit with Penny? You're gonna go, Penny? Yeah, we're going to Penny." And I'll go over.
Oh,
Of course, we want to sit at
hi.
a cool kids table.
Oh, I'm so glad to see y'all. Look at you. You're not even near as busted and all like.
Much better luck.
Yeah, we've
learned.
learned from our days of experience.
Bit of a smell, but no, you're looking fine. I mean, and not even like a bad smell, just kind of like you've been somewhere real earthy.
It's the sage.
You know, is it the? Oh, yeah, I do like sage. That's cool. Oh, neat. So, cool. Yeah, I was just having me some. You know, I desperately love milk. Drink it whenever I can.
As she's talking, I'm going to like push a little bit of food to the side of my tray. I'm assuming I have a tray now. I'm going to push it a little bit to the side, and I'm just going to reach in my pouch and just pull out like a wad of swamp gunk. like various like plants and be like drop it on my tray and be like, is any of that any good? Do you know anything about any of that stuff?
Okay. Well, for in the future, I have a very good rate on like specimen bags and glass vials and all sorts of things of that ilk. So you don't need to carry.
Oh my God.
I do. You don't need to carry all of your things in a giant ball of mush. Several of these ingredients, when exposed to other ingredients, they either completely lose their efficacy or they turn into something that's really not so good. Like, have you ever been cleaning with bleach and maybe you hit some ammonia and then you're dead?
No.
Yeah.
No.
None of this is
Not that
turned
I'm aware of.
Yeah, none of this is turned into. You pretty much just made a big old ball of moss.
Okay.
But
All right, I'll immediately pick it up and I'll go throw it away.
Okay, bye.
But when I come back over, I'll be like, okay, so specimen bags, right? That's what I want. I want to keep everything separate.
Yeah, some specimen bags and maybe some glass vials if you happen upon something that's maybe a little bit more goofy.
Okay. All right, I'll bug you about those tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe just an alchemist's kit would have all of that together in it, or else I could give you.
Wait, really?
Yeah, of course. What else would they gather all their shit in?
I'm gonna pull out my alchemist kit and start looking around and be like, "Holy, you're right! Oh man, wow! All right.
Oh wow, you had one this whole time.
Yeah.
That's cute on you. Neat. Well, I'll sell you a second for half off.
Excellent. Yeah. I'll come bug you tomorrow.
Yeah, you should do that. Yeah.
Oh, he's got one. Shit. So you all.
You sold yourself out of a sale there, kid.
Damn it. She's put her wares away for the day. She's not really in a hawking mood anyway.
Yeah.
She enjoys her milk. She does steal a little bit of potato off of whoever's closest, because women might do that.
Yeah, I'll share mine. That's fine. I'm a little guy. I don't need a huge plate.
That's true. I'm a little guy.
Just a little guy.
As you're getting into it, and now like your plates are mostly empty at this point, you're just nursing your drinks. Because the wine is actually pretty dang good. It's almost like a mulled kind of flavor. It's got spices in it, something that's warm and like sits real nice down in the back of your throat and in your belly. Some sort of it's like a wild berry with a deep cinnamon clove kind of finish. Yeah, you're just gonna pull those lights off the wall. That's super fun. Okay. Yeah. All right.
No, I'm pleased. Yeah, no, this is.
Oh my god. Now, says Penny. Oh, look, you've opened up all the code. That's horrific to see. All right.
Hacker voice. I'm in.
As you're nursing, like, meow, 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 meow. The door opens and the magistrate comes in and he's like, "They're back? It's done?"
I'm mid like milk chug and I pull out of it and there's like a milk mustache and be like, yeah, handled.
It's done. So he comes over and pulls a chair up and sits and he's like, "I can't thank you enough. You've saved this town truly from a dark, dark darkness."
Sure did.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, we're learning that we're real good at that.
Well, I did promise you a payment, and I'm a magistrate of my word. So he pulls out his little coin bag, and he portions out 5 GP for each of you. Slides it across the table. He starts to slide some at Penny, and then he's like, "You're not part of the group. Nice try."
Whoa! She's part of the group.
Yeah.
But she's not part of the group that went to kill the terrible head witch.
She's the one who brought us here, so I think she should get a finder's fee.
No, there's no finder's fee. It's fine.
All right,
Totally.
I'm gonna give Penny one of my gold.
I
I'll
don't
have
want
4.
any part of this weird murder cult that y'all are in.
Listen,
There's free
Well-
Kool-Aid.
fine. I'll keep it all and I'll explain later.
Why don't you save that gold instead of giving it to me and start thinking about all the things that you're going to buy from me?
That's a good point. I'm gonna be buying some stuff tomorrow.
Yeah,
You'll
why
need
give
that
her the
later.
money now and she's just gonna end up with it anyway?
I'm like, oh, look what I've got, new wares. Oh. So he says, "Whoop, I'll head back home and I'll start writing your letter, and I'll put my very giant special big seal on it, and I'll use the extra special wax, and I'll give it to you in the morning before you head out, and then
You didn't have this prepared already? Oh,
I didn't know if you were coming back. Perhaps
You
would
didn't
have died.
believe in us?
Not
I
particularly.
mean, okay, well, it was very
Wow.
dangerous. I'll,
Mhm.
I'll give you that.
I am deeply impressed, young servant.
I'm just
Yeah, you should
Truly,
be.
you are a hero of the ages. I knew the moment I saw you telling your incredible fantastical tales to the children that you were a hero the bards would someday sing songs about. And in the back you hear, "Ring, that's my cue."
Single tear. Just leaning in real
And-
close.
The young head comes over and he's like, "I heard someone needed a bard to sing songs about someone."
Yep, pick me. What's your fee?
yeah.
I don't know.
I give him one of my gold.
Okay.
Go for it. Make sure everyone knows I'm the
Look,
best.
you're gonna just pro tip. You're gonna need to make a wage sheet one of these days. Just
Well, yeah, you need a rate sheet. It's
yeah,
very important.
just
Yeah.
like just for a poem, like a silver. For an ode, for a song, like 5 silver. If someone wants an ode, oh, that's the money right there. Yeah,
Okay, that would be like a gold. This is going to be an ode, right?
that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, right. So if it's an ode, then 1G is ode to me.
Hey, see, there you go.
Ooh.
Write that down, bottle that up, and consult it when you need it later.
Someday, everyone will tell tales of Brad the Bard.
Brad the Bard.
Yep.
But
That's
before I can make an ode,
My dog
need
is
to know-
traitor.
I need to know, what is your
You
name?
heard there would be singing.
Huxley Cloventhorn. I do a bow.
Cloventhorn, that might be hard to rhyme. You got it though, kid.
I believe in you.
You shall know.
Okay. His surname is Cloventhorn. And ever since he was born, he knew he was going to be a hero. The times he has lost amount to 0. Yes, his name, you can call him Hux. And if you ask, he gives no. And his mother's like, no! Points again to the no musical sign and it's like, no! And he's like, oh, Ma, I made a gold. And she's like, great, thank you. Why don't you put it in your piggy bank that you're using to go to Bard College? And then we'll talk about it in the morning. That actually wasn't awful. We'll talk about it in the morning.
Yeah,
I like,
It's got a real future.
this
Thank
ain't my
you.
first spitting.
thank you. And he grabs his gold and runs upstairs. And she's like,
He just leveled up.
He's so
Look.
good. He's so good.
Boy.
ever since I named him Brad, my biggest fear was him becoming a bard because it's just Brad Bard, Bard Brad. But if that's what he really wants, I guess.
It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. Why? What do you have against bards? What's this about?
His name is Brad. I don't want it to be Brad the Bard. It's rough. But
What
I
if
guess it
it's-
is easy to remember.
What if he comes up with a stage name?
Yeah, he'll get something more interesting when he takes off for real.
And Penny says, speaking of stage name, this is like the 3rd or 4th thing that y'all have managed to accomplish together that's like super big and hero-like. What are you guys going to call yourselves? It's like an adventuring group. You need a name too.
Wait, we need one?
I have a name. I have a first name
No.
and a last name.
But like a group name, like the Swamp Getters or the Slime Thrashers or
The Get Backers.
or something. Yeah, something like that.
I hadn't really thought about it.
Or like
What identifies us?
the Wings of Fire, or like Humble Good. I don't know.
Two birds, a moose, and a rat. What do we-
Who's
Sounds like
You
the
don't-
start to a joke.
you're not.
Two birds, a moose, and a rat walk into a bar.
Yeah,
But
but but I can't be like two birds, a moose. You can't have two single syllables and then like hedgehog.
Well, you're a hedge.
True, I guess hedge works.
Two burbs.
No, I mean that
Yeah,
makes
okay,
sense.
yeah.
Like I've heard of a moving company that was just two guys in a cart, so that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I've heard good things about them.
Where are you getting all these cat emotes from that are in the chat?
Some of
One
them,
of-
some
of these
them are
subscribe-
free, but
Yeah, one of the subscriptions that I have gives me a bunch.
Like a cat.
Well, we've got a walk tomorrow to get the rest of the way to Aldehart. You all can think about it on the walk, maybe. Brainstorm a little bit. Maybe something will happen that'll make y'all think of a name right off the top of your head, and it'll be perfect.
A flash of inspiration.
that's a decent
Yeah.
name.
Flash of inspiration. That is a good name. And then you can be like, Flash for short. And people will be like, can you help us? And you'll be like, in a flash.
Ooh.
That ain't bad. Cobry, you got a tongue for this sort of thing.
Well,
Cool. Cloventhorn. That's a damn good surname, too.
You bet
I
it
think I've
is.
heard of it, actually. I have heard of it. Your people are kind of big, aren't they?
Yeah, we're a big deal.
Well, yeah, they are
Oh.
physically,
Large.
I mean, yeah.
Yes, both physically, but also they're a pretty decent house of nobles, actually. Damn. Why are you out on the road? Why shouldn't you be at like a party or something, or getting married to some young rich thing?
Well,
people just like the road better.
Yeah, like we got a reputation back home, and I've got to tell everyone how awesome we are. That's my mission.
All right.
Yeah.
You're cool.
Doing by example.
All
Doing
right.
well.
Yeah, that's true. People are going to hear all about you and the flashes.
We'll work on it.
The
Yeah,
hot
it's a-
flashes.
Ooh.
TBD, hot flashes. I like saving all the women in menopause and perimenopause. Well,
I mean, well, I'm trying to think. Yeah, kinda. So far, that's sort of our age range, isn't it?
I am still a young and incredibly fertile lady. Thank
Look,
you very much.
no. I said, there's to your original point, we've helped some people, and coincidentally,
Yes, I think Ken is younger and damn near all of us.
probably.
And
I'm counting Susan for like 3.
Has she gained that much weight?
I don't know.
Well,
Damn. Ike,
What?
you're vicious.
yeah.
Yeah.
Methinks we may want to table this before your foot goes
Yeah.
too much further into your mouth.
Gosh, look, my milk is all done. You guys, do you want to leave super early, like crack of dawn, or do you need a little bit more time and we can set it? It's not too much further, so I mean just a couple hours.
I'm happy with sleeping in.
Okay.
We have
Then
to
why
wait for our letter of recommendation either way. So
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll try to do just a few more sales in the morning, and then let's try to pack up. Maybe we'll say by mid-morning, like 10 or so.
yeah, that sounds great.
I like it.
Perfect. All right. Good night, y'all.
Have a
Glad
good
you
night.
came back. All right. She pads off. You're able to. Her name was Barbara. Oh, Barb and Brad. What have I done?
Mm.
She comes back.
Barb and Brad work at the bar.
Yeah.
And they're working to become bards.
Oh,
She
Hey.
gathers the empties
Bard
and
and a
the
barmaid.
plates and cleans off where Penny was, and she's like, "Do you guys want another round, or are we wrapping it up, or are you gonna make this a night?"
I'm ready to wrap up. And I just want to. Did the magistrate say he was covering our rooms? I thought he was. Right?
That's what I heard.
Did he
other
talk
night,
to you about
at
that?
least.
Not to me. No, he just came in and went right to you.
Okay. All right. I'll pay for my room. I'll get it back from him tomorrow. That's fine.
Sure. Thank you for paying for your room. I appreciate that. Member of this tavern.
So yeah, I'll pay for my room. That was what, 1 gold per night?
Sure.
So yeah, I'll pay for I'll pay for my meal, and I'm gonna head up. I'm gonna get out of this potentially rambunctious situation before it gets there.
Yeah, it is getting a little bit rowdy down here. Are you guys all having your own room, or are some of you shacking up?
2 and
Or
2
doing
again?
all that? It's not shacking up.
I mean, I'll pay for your A room if anyone wants to join me. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine
Sounds
with
good.
sharing as well.
I'm
2 and 2
fine.
Okay.
seems good.
So you divide up again, a tall boy with a little boy, and a tall boy with a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just like, I'll
Bodyguards.
It's
It's efficient.
Yeah.
Good use of
and
space.
you know, it's a room above a tavern where folk have been drinking after a long day of work. So it's not loud, but there's kind of a bit of a low murmur of noise. But after a while, you kind of get used to it. It's pretty easy to doze off. Cobry, you have a dream. It's actually more of a memory. And while you were first learning the druidic arts, you were just having a heck of a time making your first spell go off. And you tried and tried and tried, and you had the motions right. You handpicked your components every single time, made sure it was perfect, and it failure after failure, and you're getting so disheartened. And one day, your mentor, Frond, who is another sprig owl of a beautiful cream color that blends into like a nice coffee brown, just sat you down and was like, Cobry, something's blocking you. What is it? What are you afraid of?
Should I be answering that? I don't know if I'm like in
Well,
the
it's your
driver's seat in
dream.
this dream.
So frankly, you can do whatever you want. But yes, whatever happened then is the memory that you're having now. Just work with me. We're building a past, friend.
Gotcha. Okay.
You could also explode into clowns. It's your dream.
Ah,
I'm
Please don't
assuming
do that
direct
part.
control.
must be
No.
afraid of clowns then. I got it.
That's what you're
What is
afraid of. Me too.
That's rooted in there deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing everything right. I think the problem is something's stopping you. You're afraid of something. What is it?
I don't know.
Well, and so this is the first spell that you ever learned. Real basic. Let's just say it's dancing lights. I don't even know if that's a druid spell, but it is now.
Sure.
And she's like, nothing bad could happen. There isn't going to be any fire. Nothing's going to explode. It's just light. She's like,
Am I just like not putting enough into it?
no, I think you're really trying. I just wonder, maybe the first time it went wrong, like, are you afraid you're just not going to get it? Are you afraid of the failure? Because that's not going to be the case every time. Everyone fails a couple times.
Just I don't know. This is so
Tell you what,
frustrating.
Cobra, let's shake it off. Come on, get up. Let's shake it off. Come on, Taylor Swift, shake it off. Let's do a little exercise, you and I. Just forget about the components, forget about the gestures. Just close your eyes, and I want you to forget about the frustration, and I want you to reach deep, 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 deep down. And let's say you're going to cast this light spell, and you're going to cast it not to prove yourself, not to impress me, not to prove anything. You're going to do it to illuminate the happiest moment of your life up until now. So I want you to think about that moment, the moment that you felt happier. Just, I don't care what it is. Maybe it's you had a real good cake, or maybe you met a puppy. Whatever it is, just a moment of absolute happy. And you're going to cast this dancing lights to illuminate that moment even brighter in your mind so that you never forget it. All right? You have it in your head?
I have it.
Okay. And Cobra, what is that memory?
It is kind of just like a vague, I don't even remember when it was specifically, but I was just traveling like I always do. And I had found just the absolute perfect spot to just set back against a tree. The moss was just nice and soft. And I was just dozing off. And, probably was there for a good maybe hour or so, just taking it all in.
Mm-hmm.
And just as I was about ready to fall asleep, my good buddy, who I didn't know at the time was going to be such an impact on me, burst through the tree line and just absolutely makes a mess of himself. Just completely spills into the clearing, trips on a root, pack is all over the ground.
Kramer shows up.
Yeah.
Jury.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And yeah.
All right. So you're thinking about that moment, and it's even more idyllic, honestly, than when it happened the first time. Like the sun coming through the trees, all filtered and golden. It's ridiculously beautiful. And with that in mind, Frond whispers in your ear, "Now cast it." And for the first time in your life, you successfully cast a druidic spell. And when you open your eyes, the dancing orbs, bright in front of you, cheery, and you take a deep breath. You did it. You fucking did it. And you turn to smile at her, and back behind her, sitting on the low bough of a tree, you see this incredibly exotic, beautiful, big bird. And it's got this incredible feathery crest and this long feathery tail that, as it flows and curls down, turns into beautiful twisting ivy with flowers coming off of it. And the bird nods its head, and that's when you wake up in the morning feeling absolutely awesome. And that's where we'll take a break.
Bird blessing.
Bird blessings. Awesome.
Bird blessing. It's tonight's meal. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get water, and then we're going to expel water from our bodies, and then we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So if there's anyone in here watching, please be sure to join us later on. Cool.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
We back.
Thank you for your patience as we take care of our human needs. So you sleep, you dream, you wake up. Yeah,
Yeah,
success.
it's a good sleep.
Yeah, we
and a
do.
good dream.
What is happening to
I believe that's a straw.
It's a straw.
Straw.
That's fine. That's fine.
Why though?
Um,
It looked neat. In
Discount
the
kaleidoscope.
morning, at about, we'll say 8, the magistrate comes around and he's got a beautifully folded and very impressively sealed, the most beautiful seal you've ever seen. So big, so shiny. And he hands it
seal?
to Flourish. And he says, "Here you go. Thanks."
Thanks.
I'll like start to like match his flourish and be like, oh, all right, cool.
Wonderful. All right, I'm off.
Hey, by the way, are you cursed?
Am I what?
Never mind. Never mind. You got things to do. Never mind.
Okie dokie.
God, I hope this isn't one of those things where if he learns about it, it gets worse.
It's a cute town. Farmers are farming. It's not market day, but Penny's out there with her. She's making a couple last minute sales before you guys head out. Children are playing in the dirt as they do. They're kicking a ball around. Hux, when you come around, they all yell at you to join them.
I do join them.
Cool. This starts a new game where now the object is to get the ball up into your antlers.
I do my best to assist with this without looking like I'm assisting with this. Wow, you're so good at this.
Whoa!
Just the
antler,
casual,
You did it, man.
antler ball's the new craze.
Yep.
You do take a
High
few.
five.
You get a few, like, it's one of them big red rubber balls from your childhood at elementary school. You know that noise it makes? Boom!
Oh.
You get
One
a
of
few
the
of those,
earliest
you know.
memories I have is getting beamed in the face with one of those. It was
God,
great.
that noise just
That
rips down.
sticks with you.
And our school was just like cement on a very steep hill that went all the way down to the Saco River. So if you lost that ball, you just had to watch it bounce all the way down Hill Street and plunge into the icy depths. Like, oh, there it goes.
There goes that ball.
On forever.
St. Andres, folks. Cool. Yeah, anything last minute you guys want to do before you head out? I did make an error. It was pointed out to me by my book. Alderheart is actually pretty far away. It is not a few hours. But Penny said it was a few hours, and Penny's not a liar. So Alderheart moves closer.
Oh.
All right.
I would like to go and I'd like to go and look at the wares that Penny has out, specifically looking for these vials and specimen bags and alchemist kits.
Sure. Yeah, she's got 2 full alchemist alchemist kits. Yes, Hagare no Rengetsushi. She's got 2 actual full alchemist kits, Renkin Jutsushi. So jutsu is like Shinobi no Jutsu, and she is just one who does that. And Renkin is the changing of metal. So changing metal technique person.
Spectacular.
And then she's also got like, hey, did you have a full alchemist kit, but you used and lost some specimen bags? Here's some refills. So she does have standalone glass bottles, bags, stuff of that nature. She's also picked up a couple fun knickknacks from this town that she'll bring to the big town. Like, look, you can buy these cute small town charmy things. Look, the Amish.
I would like to buy both the alchemy kits from her.
Okay. They go for 25 each, but she'll sell you one for half price, so the total would be 37.
37 gold?
But with alchemist kits, you...
The full kits are expensive.
Yeah. Same with medicine kits. She also has a healer's kit. If you wanted to just buy the refills, I'll say you can get 5 vials and 6 bags, and that's only going to cost you. It would normally be 12. She'll sell you for 6.
Does she want these snowberries?
Swamp
The
berries?
swamp berries?
Swamp berries. Sorry.
Do you like?
Yeah,
pull them out?
I'll offer them. I'll be like, I found these in the swamp in my effort to grab a bunch of random stuff. They taste kind of interesting. I don't know if they'd be useful to you.
You actually see her pupils dilate. And she's like, I fucking love those. Those
Awesome.
things are so goddamn good.
So, what kind of trade could we operate here?
Well, I really like those. Shit, and we got a long walk. It's not going to feel like very long, but actually it's much longer than it's going to feel like. Tell you what. You give me that whole cluster, and I'll give you the specimen bags for free. And then you only have to pay for the vials, and that would be all of 5 silver.
Done.
Oh, thank God. She won't.
So I got how many
Control the
specimen
skeleton.
bags? How many vials?
You have now 6 bags, 5 extra vials. And you can use those whenever you start picking up random shit, and I'll just make it up of what you find. Whee!
All right, thank you.
No problem. She's also, I think I heard you've still got some stuff that you don't know what it is, right? You've got a couple more weirdo liquids that you bought from some guy on the street, which, it's your
As
last.
one does.
Yeah, so I need to. All right, so I no longer. I got to clear up my inventory a little bit here. Yes, I have 4 mystery potions that I do not know what they do.
Well, I do have one use of. It's not really identify, but it's more like a litmus test. It just like pop this strip down in it, but push come to shove, we could figure out what it is if you want, or at one of them at least.
Yeah, let's see which what one of them is.
I'm pretty curious too. All right, you've got 4 that you don't know what they are.
Yep.
So why don't you roll a d4, and I'll see what my brother wants from me.
3.
You've got a 3.
It's a potion of brotherly love.
Nope.
Uh,
Oh my God. He sends me gifts sometimes that blow my mind. Like, where are you spending your time?
You people and your brothers.
He pulls the little strip out and kind of looks at it and she's like, huh, okay, well, it's super illegal. What you've got there is essentially some kind of liquid form of like LSD. That is just pure, straight up.
I like reach over and I'm like putting the top back on and be like, yep.
Yeah, that's crazy juice. You probably like see ghosts and shit. Wow. I can't buy that from you, but probably someone might.
Maybe I might also, try it out. We'll see.
Ooh.
Well, if you do, make sure you're in a safe space and that you've got your friends around you and you give them instructions on how to talk you down, because sometimes that shit can go real bad real fast.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
No guarantees.
All right, well, let me give me just a couple minutes to pack up. I think I see Huxley over there being freaking adorable with all the kids. But we can get a load off. Yeah, let's start. I saw that. Cool. All right, so she starts packing up and closes all her little boxes and things in the bag. She puts on her giant backpack and she's in a little wheel cart. And then she's like, all right, let's go on this journey that will be very long but won't feel it at all. Montage.
This is the best kind.
So you head out of the Winnowing Reach. You are heading east on the road. You do notice the road is getting nicer as you head toward the capital city of Elderheart. It's not paved, of course, but it's just better maintained. But there aren't as many travelers as you would think there would be. And every now and then you just catch a whiff of burnt or scorched, or you'll pass by a trove of trees that had just a real contained quick fire where you see that the trees are just blackened, hollow. There's ash.
So
just
close.
here and there. Yeah. Who is in the lead of this expedition? If you guys, the road is wide enough, you don't need to do one at a time, but I would like to know who is leading the way. You don't need to do a survival check because Penny is essentially acting as your guide. She's going to make sure you don't get lost, and it's one road, so you really couldn't anyway. But whoever feels like they're the leader, if you could
Pick me.
If you could roll a D8 for me, please, for our encounter table.
And I'm definitely walking right alongside Penny, just like chatting about potions and what she knows. And
she doesn't know much so far as making them, but she's had a lot of them come through her hands over the past years. And she's able to tell you, like, well, if it looks like this but smells like this, it's this. But if it looks like that and smells like this, it's likely this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was a no. That was a 5 on the.
One moment.
D8.
5. Okay. Did we? Okay, Aaron's coming back in a moment. All right.
Okay.
That's a 5. All right, and Ian, if you can roll a D4.
Right. We got a 2.
2. Okay. So you are walking, and Huxley's in the lead. Huxley, can you make a perception check, please?
Know it. I got a solid 14.
Okay. So as you're walking, you're kind of more looking at the trees every now and then. You're like, oh, that looks burnt. Oh, that makes me feel sad. And you take a step and you feel something under your feet kind of shift, and you look down just in time to see that what was hidden underneath a smattering of fallen leaves and pine needles, oh, that's a net. And the net is lifting up. And you please make a super quick dexterity saving throw, please. DC is 14.
I got a 14. I'm very consistent.
Hey, nice.
Perfect. Meets it, beats it. You manage to jump lively out of the way as the net whoosh up into the trees. And you're like, but you manage to not get caught in it. However, the sound of the net successfully triggering draws out 2 Mapek Bandits. So 2 shifty-looking gray raccoon fellers with their little natural masks, and they've got a short sword in hand. One of them comes out, and he's like, well, no, you're supposed to be in the net. And then there's another one up in the tree. You can see he's got a short bow, and he's like, it's fine. We can put them in the net after, and then you can feel like you did a good thing. He's like, I said it right. He should be in the net. I worked really hard on that trap. He's like, it's going to be fine, okay? It went off. It's just he jumped out of the... Well, he should have had time to jump out of the way. The net sprung off like it rolled initiative.
You guys are not great at this. I'll just... constructive criticism. You could do better.
Well, that's a bit rude.
Cobra's on 21.
Huxley's on 6.
21 for Cobe. 6 Hux. I wrote that backwards. 6 Hux. 6 Hux. Ike and Sirius.
Ike is on 7.
I am on 14.
7 Ike. 14 serious. You know what? No, where's Penny's character sheet? Oh, she's a cat. She'll get a +2, so she's on a 17. She mostly hides, but she does have fun chaos magic. And our bandits, that's this one. Okay, so they'll go on that. And ooh. He's got a, okay. Cool. Got it. First up is Kobe.
All right. So I want to survey the situation here. Like, is it just the 2 that we've seen so far?
Do you want to make an investigation check?
I do, because I think it's not just 2. 2 is
Okay,
too
go
few.
for it. Go ahead.
I will roll. Got a 6 plus -1 is a 5.
Your instincts tell you there should be more, but you're having trouble spotting any.
There.
Mm.
And that'll be my action.
Okay.
I will make a point to move kind of like off to the side and behind Hux.
Got it. Next is Penny. She's going to also... Actually, she's going to get behind Sirius because he's usually taking the protector stance. And so she's going to duck behind you and start rifling through her pockets to see what she's got on her to help with this. And then she's going to pull out
through
her
his
holy
pockets.
symbol. No, pull out her holy symbol and be like, next time it's my turn, I'm going to fuck y'all up. Next after that would be Sirius.
Okay, so we've seen 2. One up in the one up with a bow in the tree and one down on the ground.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to ready an action. If anything comes within range of me or Penny, I'd like to attack them with my weapon.
Okay. That's fair. With no weapon. Got it.
No, with my weapon.
With a weapon. Okay.
Yes, with my scythe.
Suppose that makes more sense than no weapon. Attack them
And
with harsh words and disappointment.
with that, I think, yeah, if I would have to move to get in front of Penny any better, I would, but I'm right there, so.
Yeah, she took care of that. She ducked behind you pretty good.
Cool.
She's getting used to it back there. She's well acquainted with your spiky backside.
Mm-hmm.
Next will be the Mapek Bandits. The one up in the trees uses his bow, and he's going to fire. He's going to shoot at Huxley because Hux is in the lead. But you're taller than he thought, and it actually hits the ground in front of you. He's got terrible depth perception, this one. In fact, I'm going to write down that he needs glasses.
Probably shouldn't be the bow user.
Definitely not, but he thinks he looks like a nerd with them, and he's trying to be a bandit, and he can't look like a nerd if he's a bandit.
Makes sense.
The second one is going to do this really sweet roll out of the tree line, like, yeah, look at me. And when he pops out, it puts him closest to Ike, actually.
Okay.
And that's not great either. He's a little too dizzy from his rolling, so his short sword absolutely just whips past you. Because that was an 8.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. And golly gee, that's their turn. So after that, you do hear some rustling, and God, these guys. Every time I make bandits, they just absolutely suck. It's a little disheartening. Like, just be lawyers, guys. Okay. Yeah, a much smaller arrow, more of a dart, really, just sails way past anyone. Like, probably not even aiming at anyone in this fight. They were aiming at something else entirely. But a dart just goes... And then a gerbine crashes out from the very low tree line little mouse dude. He's got a sword. Well, it's a dagger, but for him it looks like a sword. And he's going to rush at. He starts to rush at Huxley, and then kind of goes like, "Nope," and instead is going to go for Sirius.
Okay.
God, you're a hedge. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. And since he's coming at you, you can use your held action.
It's now my time to attack. Okay. So we are going to attack with my weapon. That's a 12 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. And then I will go in for the slap. And that is a 6 to hit. So no.
Nope.
I will.
He's so small. Gosh,
I'll like flail at him and be like.
Okay. So that's 2 attacks. Do you have bonus, or you don't have any key points at this point, do you?
Nope.
Okay.
No
Cool.
bonus actions.
And you don't want to move, I assume.
Nope. I'm going to stay right where I am.
Okay, then it is Ike's turn.
Okay. So yeah, I got one right in front of me. Right? Yeah. And
Yeah, you have a Mapek.
okay. And so I'm just gonna pull out the rapier and the dagger. And I'm like, okay, clearly you're new at this. Let me give you some tips. And I'm gonna, as I'm attacking him, even if these attacks miss or he parries them or whatever, I'm just gonna keep talking and just be like, all right. So first, if the trap doesn't work, don't immediately argue. Just get to work. You lost the surprise. Capitalize on what you got, and then I'm gonna go
It should work.
rapier in like while I'm swinging and slashing. So
You don't even know how hard I worked on that trap.
So the rapier attack is gonna be a 22.
Really put my heart in.
And that's gonna max damage. That's 11 damage on him for that.
I see your point.
He sits down and puts his sword aside and pulls out a notebook and starts taking notes.
Okay, great. And then so who else do I see? We have one Mapek up in the trees, and we have the Gerbine. That's with Sirius.
Yeah. That's who you can see.
Okay.
Unless you want to make. Well, you've already used your action.
I already used my action.
investigation.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And so how far away is the dude in the tree?
Not very far. It is. It's only a short bow. He's not very. I mean, it is the tree line right next to the road, so he's not in deep. He's fairly high, so I'll say he's about 15 feet away and 30 feet up.
Okay.
So, but it's at a diagonal, so it's not a full 45. We'll say he's. I don't care. 30.
40.
So the Gerbine would be definitely closer to me then.
Math. Yes.
All right, and so and I'll still talk. So it's like, yeah, you can't argue. You got to capitalize on what you got. And I'm just gonna turn and fling a dagger at the Gerbine.
Capitalize on what you.
Oh yeah, that's also good. That's a 24.
Oh,
I'm so glad that
Okay.
these are landing. This is making this so much better.
Okay, and he's literally fighting Sirius.
Yeah.
So do your rogue thing.
Okay, so that is gonna be 1 for the dagger itself, and 2 total. So this is it's like whip. So don't argue. Just keep going what you got. And then next tip, if your cover's blown, rush him all at once. And then that's my turn.
But we did that.
Did you?
Well, no, he stayed. Well, I mean, he's attacking even though he's in the trees. But we did brush you.
Okay, so this is everybody.
But not. Oh, it's a good point, Jerry. Come out, and you're like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
damn it, Jerry.
Damn it, Jerry. After Ike is Huxley.
All right, so I see what has happened here, and instead of making a full-on attack, at anyone, I would like to swing my sword around in a display of dexterity and skill and say, look, you're all clearly outmatched. If you want to just go back into the woods, we won't hurt you.
You're so pure. Either performance or intimidation, whichever you feel is better.
Performance. Let's see.
Maybe also persuasion.
Or persuade. I don't. You know what?
I can just roll whatever I want to do.
Pick something good.
I will try to intimidate them because I'm trying to. I want them to realize that they're bad at this and we're strong.
I'll crush you if you don't go into the woods.
Yes.
Why do I have? That's not right.
It's a 10.
Take advantage because one of them just got hit so hard he had to sit down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ike is basically showing them up.
That wasn't
That's
that
worth
20.
advantage.
It's
Oh, there
23.
we go.
With a net 20, you see a second Jerbean, Jerry the Jerbean, because I'm good at this, comes rushing out of the tree line with his sword, and he's like, oh, nope. Just runs straight back into the trees. And the one this one
1, 2, 3, 4,
kind of
5.
like, wait, oh, my humidifier needs water. The one in the tree starts climbing down, and he like pulls out his glasses and puts them on, and he's like, well, he comes and sits down next to his buddy, and he's like, ask him more questions. Jerry runs away, and the other Jerbean also runs away. But now you have 2 Mapek bandits sitting in the middle of the road taking notes as Ike teaches them how to bandit.
So the Jerbean that was on me ran away?
He fucking split. Yeah, he saw Jerry run, and he was like, no, my other mouse. If you want
Disengage
to
and peace out.
opportunity, it's up to you.
Nah, it looks like he's leaving, so I won't harass any more than I need to.
Okay.
Choose 2 from.
Well, that encounter was
I'm
easy.
just standing in my sunbeam, looking triumphant.
Penny puts her holy symbol away like, oh, man.
No.
I was going to make it main chaos. Hoot.
We can find that. We'll be able to do that later. Don't worry.
And then she does it anyway.
Oh no, what is it?
Hold on. Whatever it was, it's a 20.
Why do I have that?
That's my third nat 20.
Huh.
I don't want to do that one. Here we go. Let's do this one. Someone on Reddit made a real fun table. Let's try it. And I'll do one of this and one of these. So she goes, hell with it, I'm doing it too. Oh dear. Okay. Everyone regains their spell slots.
Oh.
I haven't used them yet.
Yeah, well, enjoy.
No.
Oh my god. And she gains a very large banana.
Oh, it's a plantain.
That'll sell well.
Yes, it's a massive plantain that grants her +2 to all saving throws and immunity to being moved or knocked prone.
Ah.
How big we talking? Like we
Oh
talking,
my god, she's Donkey Kong.
like yeah, big for a plantain, or like this is a mega berry.
Not supernaturally huge, not like mutant plantain, but the largest natural plantain you could imagine.
Still impressive.
So she tucks that away like, thanks, God. And the 2 bandits. How long would you want to spend tutoring these 2 about how to break the law?
I'll give them like maybe another couple like pointers. I'm like, all right, so when you do jump out, like come in from all sides at once, cut off their advance so they can't just plow through, cut off from behind so they can't turn back.
Right.
Yeah, flip all sides, flank them, surround.
As Ike
everything.
is doing this, I'll be like, can we walk and talk? Can they just walk with us?
No, it's okay. Just a sec. Just a sec. Yeah. Come on,
Okay.
get up. Get up.
Maybe we can, they can be our apprentices. We
Okay.
can take them on as.
Next thing, night is so much better for this sort of thing. What time is it? 11 in the
Yeah,
morning? Like,
we have
no.
real good dark vision. I don't know why we didn't do that.
Yeah, like, wait till it's dark.
To be fair, I
Yeah.
set up the trap yesterday before night fell. It's just that no one came along.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'll give you a pass on that one. But like
Fine.
on the same sort of thing, if the trap doesn't work the first time, just hiding and wait. No,
It
because
went off.
sometime. Well, no, I get it. It went off. It worked as
I worked
intended.
really hard on.
Yeah, I believe you did. But then, like, it didn't happen to catch anyone this time. Bad luck. But another option is you can also just hide and wait. Wait for them. Maybe they think it is somebody who didn't know what they were doing. Not like you. You knew what you were doing.
One of them like naturally occurring net traps that occur in nature all the time. Yeah.
Oh no, but
I'll pitch in a little
think
bit and
that
be
it was
like,
something that maybe got set like a while ago and they forgot. Like lull them into a false sense of security. And then
I'll
do it
pitch
later.
in and be like, also don't attack unless you have better numbers.
Yes, that is a good point. This was too fair a fight.
Right. Well, we didn't think the cat was going to do anything. That thing.
Yeah, but
that's
even then,
another
like-
Good thing you didn't find that
Yeah.
out.
I'll point at Hux and be like, you thought you could handle him?
Yeah, like
Well, you didn't see the trap. We didn't think he was all that bright.
Harsh.
Hey, rude.
but no, like at least it 2-on-1 if you can if you can manage it. I know that's a lot of guys. That's a lot of loot to spread around.
We're gonna need to find more bandits then, or maybe like, and with
Or just hit solo people. Just people who are
I'll be
alone.
honest, Jerry's pretty good in melee, but like he's so small. Maybe we need to get like stack up several gerbeans in a trench coat.
No, I mean, don't count the Jerbine out. Like, they come from angles that nobody sees coming.
True.
Like,
It's true. Well, look, this has all been super helpful,
yeah.
and
So if you
I
want
do
to,
want to very, very genuinely thank you for not murdering me, because it got real close there. Real close.
And I'll pitch in and be like, hey, that was, it's good that you guys were willing to learn. It's awesome that you were attentive and listening. That'll be 3 gold each.
Sorry, but we're actually really terrible bandits, and we haven't got any.
Insight check? Are they lying?
We have an insight check.
I mean, that tracks.
yeah. So far, the evidence is to that.
Insight of 18.
They probably have something. Even if they haven't managed to steal anything, no one comes out here with nothing.
I'll sort of like, as these guys they're raccoons. They're bigger than I am. But I'll take like this like big puffy, I'll spike out all my spikes and be like, I don't think that that's quite true. And we gave you a lot of he gave you a lot of information.
He did on that, didn't he? Well, look, I can see that you're a man with what would you call a prickly demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been a comedian. I don't really have much in the way of money, but I do have several strange unidentified potions.
Done.
Because they're so much fun to give you.
Why are there so many alchemists and potions in this?
People get
goddamn
bored.
Don't take this from me.
So you get 3 unidentified potions that I will spend some time thinking of.
Excellent. Thank you, gentlemen. And I'll give one to Ike because it was his work. And then I'll hold on to the other 2 for now. So Ike has one.
So just to let you know, the 3 that you received, and I'm going to write this down. One of them is gray. One of them is ice blue. And one of them looks a great deal like an Orbeez. Do you remember those?
Yes. So I'm keeping the ice blue and the Orbeez. He can have the gray.
Okay, so gray potion.
Potion of gray.
Potion of gray. And I already know what I'm going to make that one.
Turns you into Gandalf.
Maybe.
It's just Earl Grey tea.
Oh
I
yeah.
take that too.
Gold Earl
Grey.
Grey.
Yeah.
Cool. So you leave them behind. They actually like, boy, thank you. Would be better.
If I come back through here, I'm gonna expect to see results.
Oh yeah, we'll rub the shit out of you. I promise.
Okay, good.
Really, what a stand-up guy. Really, yeah. I think I've heard of him actually, or someone that meets his description. But to be fair, there's a lot of Corvums out there. You continue to walk, and it only takes a few hours, even though it's the length of days. Magic. Finally, there's a bit I can read here.
Because we're
actually.
traveling with Penny. She's particularly good at this.
She's a very good guide. She's
Well, there's this
like,
whole like just this red shift, blue
Chaos
shift
magic.
thing. Like when you move close to the speed of light, and you just do, this bubble.
Yes, you're absolutely moving. Speak of that.
We did it, fam.
She leads you to a wormhole inside of a tree trunk.
Look, it's happened before.
Termites.
So the road at this point winds around an immense tree trunk. Like we're talking at this point, the trees are becoming to be like sequoias. It's branches blocking out the light for like far. And then as you round that road, you can see that the road is leading up to yet another enormous, the biggest tree you've ever seen. They have made this tree into a city. Like Alderheart is the name of the tree that they've built the city in. And she says, "We did it." And so there's different layers to the city, and you can see platforms and bridges, and they've made all these little pulley systems. There are steps that have been carved into the trunk, and from a distance, you can almost, you can barely even see them, but as you get closer, you can start to see like, okay, cool. For those that cannot fly, there's the pulley systems and the steps, but you can see now that you're even closer that some citizens are just gliding and flying from one level to the next as they go along their business. You have reached Alderheart, and that feels like a pretty great place to pause. But before we go away for the night, by reaching Alderheart, y'all have now ascended to level 2.
It happened.
We did it.
And as such, I would like you, while you're on camera, to roll for your hit points. And you can re-roll any ones. I'm not going to let you only take a hit point increase of 1. That's bullshit.
Are you okay with just taking the average?
If you want.
I gotta know. So let's see. We'll go level 2. Manage HP.
I believe I'm a D8, but I gotta look. I'm a D8, yes.
For a monk, yeah.
Ooh, all right. That is a 6. I'll hold up the die, but you won't be able to read it because this die's weird. But I'll take this, and then
I put you at 15, yeah, now.
I love it.
I also got a 6.
Ooh. Hopefully none of you are left under 10 HP, because that's sad.
Yeah, shouldn't.
Becca, I had a problem with my character sheet.
Or 5.
I lost what my potion that you identified was. What was that again?
The one tonight?
Yes.
LSD.
LSD, right.
Clearly the fumes made you forget.
Yeah.
So I will take the 5 for my hit die.
Okay.
I rolled, let's see, 2d10, 16.
Holy shit.
I'm strong boy.
2d10. Holy shit.
Wait, 2d10?
Wait, yeah, no, that's broken, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's 1d10.
1d10.
I'm sorry, no, I was reading D&D Beyond all wrong. Naturally,
yeah.
I want to take the 10 I rolled, but I won't. I get a 9 though. Okay, so I got 9 on the dice. There we go. That makes more sense.
Okay. So if you guys
19, that's pretty good.
Before the next go, take a hot minute to level up. If you get new spells, great. If you get new feats, great. Cobra will now have bonus actions. That's exciting.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The druid spell
Like
list
this.
only has one bonus action. Does anybody know what it
Oh.
is?
Ooh.
Fairy fire.
Nope.
No. Do you? They don't
Is
have
it
healing word, right?
They
control
do.
plants?
That's the
I
one.
think it's healing word then. Yeah.
Well, that'll be handy.
The problem at this level is the spell slots and not the action slots. So not sure if I'm super keen on it, even if it does really mesh really well with the zoomies that I got.
Yeah, but now you can wild shape if you really want to.
I do got wild shape though.
You can turn from a bird into, well, you can't turn into a different bird yet, but someday.
I wonder,
turn into a flightless bird.
because you're all like also animals. Can he turn into one of you?
That seems more like a disguise.
Look at me. I'm serious. I'm so cool.
I'm serious. I'm so spiky. Ooh. Everything that we love serious. Me.
He doesn't have a fly or swim speed, so.
So the 22nd. Any issues with that date?
Should be good.
Should be good.
Seems good.
Well, then that concludes tonight's episode of Humblewood. Do we have a hit list of top 10 hit? I don't know what the show's called. Next week.
Five hit list.
Next week.
But in the meantime, be sure to come back on Monday for yet another Hellscape Navigators. They got real close to TPK this past week, y'all. I was on the edge of my seat. I was throwing out wonders and sunders and blunders. I was trying to make Brian like me.
You're gonna win Brian's love.
Yep.
Brian Senpai, please notice me.
Prickle Senpai, Brian Senpai, Clyde Senpai. But that's it for tonight. So next Monday, Hellscape Navigators. Next Thursday, 5 hit list. And we'll be back here for Alderheart Shenanigans in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Big city politics.
No cards done tonight, but as always, thank you, Gemhammer and Sons, for your decks of wonder, blunder, and sunder. As you'll see in the channel points, you can redeem those. Gemhammer and Sons makes great items, lots of opportunities and fun mishaps and perks that can happen in your game. Just buy the deck.
Blurple.
Yeah.
Blurple.
We've gotten some neat stuff out of that, having only played 5 sessions now. With it in this campaign, so I think it's totally worth it.
I like them. In fact, we'll end the night with a blunder.
Oh, yay!
Just for the hell of it. A critical failure card. Geez, your arthritis starts acting up. -1 penalty for dice rolls for this entire encounter. Inflammation.
Dislike.
Oof.
Cards like
Good
that.
work, everybody.
Price to your game. Gemhammer and Sons. Use power word casual as the code. Get 10% off.
Heck yeah.
Is it 10% or is it 15?
It's 10%.
It is 10.
10%. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice try, you negotiator. Thanks to my cat for showing off her bort hole.
Mm.
Yep.
Always a pleasure.
Always.
Many animal companions showed up today.
Yeah, ours have gotten wise. Like, they're usually walking by us all night because we usually feed them around this time. But they've gotten wise to any time I turn my chair while I'm on stream, because they'll just be like, no, you're just going to pick me up and hold me in front of that camera.
This stream is educational.
Yes.
But yeah.
Cool.
GG.
Good stuff.
Let's see.
Go back and work. Drive safe.
Outro us, Ian. Yeah.
Yaka's pretty much got it. She
Yep.
nailed it.
Done.
Yeah, like, I have really nothing to add.
D&D on
We will-
Monday.
Yep.
5 hit on Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday, yes.
Thursday. Yeah.
We nailed it. We're
Nailed
good.
it. Yeah.
Nailed it.
If you celebrate Valentine's Day, have a good one. If you care about sports ball, enjoy the Super
Have a
Bowl.
good sport.
I was looking at the
Spectacular.
calendar.
The Olympics are on. They're actually on right now. If you want to watch them, it's up to you.
Yeah, now that we're done, you can go watch them.
Truth.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, also important. Be
Yep.
kind to
Hydrate or
yourself.
dehydrate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Self-care is good.
Don't do
Wash
anything
your
I wouldn't do.
hands every 2 weeks. Once every 2 weeks. You just listen to this, the Teenage Guide to Popularity.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
And our friend Julie with Weekend Anime is going to be holding an auction to help recover some of their losses when they were scammed by a terrible contractor. They lost quite a lot of money. They'll be holding a charity auction. We'll probably throw a link up to that, won't we, Powered Casual?
Yeah, probably. I don't see why not. Weekend Anime has been good to me as in general, and personally, my parents also got scammed by a contractor years ago when we were redoing my childhood home. So I know it sucks.
For justice.
Yep.
For justice. So keep an eye out for that. As soon as there is a link, we'll provide it. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff there. I donated a lot of stuff that I don't need, including a 6-foot plush squid, if that's something you enjoy, that I made myself.
As far as auctions go, PortCon and Weekend Anime definitely do some good ones.
Yep.
Yeah, they're fun times. Like this one's not going to be as adult content as the PortCon auction, but anything that Julie's got a hand in is going to get kind of wild.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Guaranteed.
All right.
But until then,
be good people.
bye everybody.
Bye.
Good night.